Once again, good evening. Welcome to Imagine on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM Abuja, redefining broadcasting. Now, over the years, the labor movement in Nigeria has been clamoring for improvement of the welfare of workers in the country. Now, the leading labor bodies, the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, as well as other labor unions in various sectors of the economy, have embarked on one strike or the other to push for improvement in the welfare and salaries of workers. But then, many say that the best way to advance the welfare of workers is by increasing their salaries and wages, or through regular review of workers' take-home package. On the other hand, however, others argue that instead of the persistent demand for increased wages, the labor movement should focus their energies on pushing for provision of subsidized social services, especially in the areas of education, health, housing, functional transportation system, basic infrastructure, amongst others. Now, their argument is hinged on this parameter that the absence of basic social services in education, healthcare delivery, housing, or functional transportation system still turns around to undermine any increase in salaries or wages of the Nigerian worker. Now, the challenge here is, imagine that you are the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress. Yes, what would you do rather differently to successfully secure better quality welfare for workers in the country? Now, we know too well ongoing strikes, sit-ins, threats left and center, and all of the time, it's still one complaint or the other. As it is today, the Nigerian worker would not be rated as one of those who's better off at all, because the situation of the worker is further deteriorating with every passing day as inflation comes in. And so, imagine that you are the NLC president this time around, and you want to come up with strategies, you want to come up with approaches, you want to come up with new ways of trying to successfully secure better quality welfare for workers in the country. The strike has been the strike option has been used so many a times, and it only turns out in most cases to further cause more damage to the system and the economy at large. But then, thinking from outside the box, as the president of the NLC, what unique ways, what unique approach, what unique strategy would you rather come up with than the existing strategies to see that we secure successful quality welfare for workers in the country? Now, it is your program, Imagine. You're going to call 081 8999 Now, that's the number to call, 081 8999 and tell us, what would you do differently by imagining that you are the NLC president? What would you do differently from what is currently done? Or how would you go about tweaking or bringing some new dimension or innovation to what the strategies currently in place to ensure that at the end of the day, the workers' welfare is quality and put at a higher level? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Now, who is my first caller on the program?
Okay, my name is Justin Kennedy, calling from Qualifier.
Justin.
Yes. If I'm the minister, it is the minister of the
NLC president.
Okay. The problem is in the state government.
Okay.
Because they don't pay their workers as due.
Yes.
So what I to each state, I'm meeting the government, appeal to them to be pay their workers
All right.
Yeah, but then the west side of the yeah, we say something is true. It's supposed to be talking about how to sorry. I think that's what should happen.
All right. Thank you, Justin. There.
Yeah, thank you.
So I appreciate. Justin is talking about appeals. Yes, soliciting the state governors to do as much as possible to ensure that they pay salary, and therefrom he would take it from there. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
The program is Imagine. So this evening, imagine that you are the NLC president. What would you do to secure quality welfare for workers?
My name is Abubakar.
Abubakar.
I'm calling from Abuja.
Thank you, Abubakar.
First and first, looking at the Nigerian space where I want to imagine I'm the NLC president.
Yes, sir.
The first thing I will do, which is major and impacting the overall employer-employee relationship today, or the worker and the owners of enterprises that employ these workers today, is looking at the entire labor law.
Yes.
Today in Nigeria, the labor law that exists and manages the relationship that between employers and employees is something that was drafted in the 70s.
Okay.
So many advocacies have been going on in Nigeria today to address this inadequacy, which I want to believe that should be paramount.
All
You
right.
will be so shocked today to know that there are so many cases today, both at the industrial court level and those that have even gone for appeal, that have gone up to Supreme Court level, where an employer can just wake up and sack his staff. You can imagine where a country that says our mantra is that we need people to be employed, and then there is a law on the other side that says an employer can just wake up and terminate an employee's source of livelihood.
That means we have problems with our laws. Obsolete. They are not in tune with current realities.
That's yes. You cannot, an employer is not bound to give any reason for terminating an appointment. You can choose to terminate, and then you have given no reason.
Yes.
If
So
it is a dismissal, then you must give a reason. But a termination does not require any reason. So many cases are out there.
So how would you address that as the NLC president? How would you approach that?
That's what I'm saying. The first approach is to gather support around the review of our Nigerian labor law
Interesting.
that allows or guides the relationship in the first place between who the employer is and who an employee is. Once that is sorted out, I believe all other things are just secondary. That is the major thing I will do, and I assure you it will impact the labor institution in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abubakar. I couldn't agree more there with Abubakar. Definitely a review of most of the labor laws in the country would go a long way. And Abubakar has just contributed that as he imagines himself being being the occupant of the office of the president, Nigeria Labour Congress. The number to call is 081 899 91011. 081 8999 1011, and share with us, what would you do? Imagine if you are the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress. How would you go about fighting, yes, pushing, clamoring, pressurizing government to see that workers' welfare is bettered? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
My name is
The name, please.
Philip.
Okay, Philip.
Am I on to Human Rights Radio?
Very well, and the program is Imagine. So this evening, Philip, imagine you are the NLC president. What would you do differently from what is currently being done to see that workers' welfare is secured, guaranteed?
The truth of the matter is, where we're having it wrong is even talking about salary increment.
Okay.
Salary increment will also address the issue of the welfare of workers, Nigerian. The
the only solution to most of our problems is salary harmonization. Salary harmonization. If you can address that, you can even address the issue of corruption in Nigeria.
Yes, could you explain that, please? You are now the acting NLC president, so explain further.
How do you justify a graduate of your type,
yes,
and everything?
Yes.
Perhaps they are even better off, you understand? But because it's opportune to be in one of these parastatals, so to say, or commission, you know, at the end of the month, it goes to about 300,000 to 400,000 naira monthly as his pay. Then you in the ministry are paying about 70,000, 80,000 naira. How do you address that? You go to the same market, the same school, everything is the same. There is no way you can balance it. So the first thing we should do is we should do salary harmonization. You can talk about allowances. Talk about allowances. Maybe you're having a special assignment, you understand?
Yes.
Maybe in the medical field and some other fields, your allowances can be better than the others that are not generating. But for you to have that disparity of salary of close to 300% between you and the colleague that is still serving the same federal government doesn't make sense. Okay,
so Phillips.
So if I'm the president of Nigerian Labour Congress,
yes,
what I will do, I will make sure I mobilize people for us to go for salary harmonization first and foremost.
That is great.
They are increasing the ministry worker, the parastatal and the commissions, they are equally increasing their own worker salaries.
Okay.
And you cannot balance it because we don't have different markets.
All right.
We don't have different social amenities that take care of the man that is collecting less. You understand? That is the major factor.
Okay, so the first... your first focus will be to ensure that salary is harmonized at all levels.
Yes. Yes.
Great. Thank you very much, Phillips, for that contribution.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, you're still listening to Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM, Abuja, redefining broadcasting. And the program is Imagine. Now, this evening, we're looking at the Nigerian Labour Congress, and of course, it's a continued fight for the welfare of the Nigerian worker. But then the approach, some people say, is not in the right direction. Now, this evening, we're asking you, imagine that you are the president of the NLC. What would you do differently to actually bring about a guaranteed workers' welfare in the country? And this you can do by calling 081-8999-1011. But then we'll be taking a break shortly as we go pay some bills. When we return, just hold on the line. When we return, you can make your contributions. Stay tuned.
Ṣé ẹ̀ ń wá àwọn ohun ìgbàlódé tí ẹ lè fi ṣe ilé yín lóge tàbí tí ẹ fẹ́ fi ṣe yàrá ìdáná yín lọ́ṣọ̀ọ́? Irun yín ló kún ni tí ẹ̀ ń wá ibi tí ẹ máa ti gẹ̀ ẹ́. Gbogbo ìdáhùn sí ìbéèrè wọ̀nyí ní ìdáhùn ẹyọkan ṣo Halibis Mall tí olú iléeṣẹ́ wọn wà ní plot 660 Cadastral Zone B1 Franca Afegua Crescent Zone E Apo Legislative Quarters Gudu District Abuja. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn ní ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ wọn Number 1 Medical Center Road, Mararaba, Abuja. Wọ́n tún wà ní Number 21 Sariki Mezabo Road, opposite FMC, Kefi, Nasarawa State. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa ní 0 8 1 5 9 5 1 0 0 0 0.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are reminded of the need to be law-abiding, especially in areas of road use and illegal squatting. Please note that the Ministerial Joint Task Force is mandated to ensure that the existing ban on the use of unpainted vehicles as commercial taxis is enforced, and that of minibuses and coasters alike. To ensure that a complete ban on the use of motorcycles as means of transportation within the capital city center is enforced. To ensure the restriction of tricycles, keke to estates and designated areas within and around the capital city center. To ensure the eradication of the activities of commercial sex workers in the city. To ensure the eradication of other public nuisance such as drug trafficking, peddling, and removal of all illegal shanties and squatters. To rid the city of illegal motor parks and bus stops within the capital city. Let us together build an FCT of our dreams. Those arrested will be prosecuted. Be law-abiding.
farmers plus header people. He good make we hear wetin the minister for FCT, Malam Muhammad Musa Bello talk. Him tell all the people that where they carry cow waka up and down, make them for go settle for where government give them for grazing for inside FCT. This go help reduce them suffer head to waka up and down. It go dey easy for government to fit support them. Make we say no to kili bonu plus scatter. The society need headers plus farmers, so make food for them for we obodo for all of us to chop. Make headers no enter people farmland. Farmers report anybody when no want hear word. Make it for hear way. Make anybody no put the law for them handle. Make we come together to build peace. Now Federal Capital Territory Administration they bring for this message.
Hukumar kula da babban birnin tarayya Abuja na jawo hankalin Fulani makiyaya cewa ya zama wajibi da su bi kiran ministan babban birnin tarayya Malam Muhammad Musa Bello da su rungumi zama a wuraren da aka keɓe musu don kiwo a yankin domin rage wahalhalun da ke tattare da yadda suke yin sana'arsu a yankin. Zama a wuraren da aka keɓe don kiwo zai kawo musu sauki musamman ta fannin yawan tashi da barin matsuguni domin ci rani, kuma zai baiwa gwamnati daman samun su cikin sauki don taimaka musu da ababen da suke bukata kamar al'amuran da suka shafi likitocin da ke kula da dabbobi. Ilahirin al'umma na bukatar makiyaya da manoma domin samun wadatan kayan abinci. Makiyaya a kula da hanyoyin da aka kayyade domin ku a babban birnin tarayya, a kauce ma shiga gonaki. Manoma kuma a bada rahoton duk wanda ya keta wannan dokan, kar wani ko wasu al'umma su dauki doka a hannunsu. Mu haɗa hannu domin samar da wanzuwar zaman lafiya a tsakaninmu. Wannan sako ne daga hukumar kula da babban birnin tarayya Abuja, wato FCTA.
Agwo anako kan ba filo FCT na Abuja ege owe minister o be dafe ege yola babwa ka hwe hwa hwe hwa na koi na ba na tabe je gugbo ba kunsun na hwani hwa japma ege na nako zokoi na ya hwe FCT na Abuja nu adabe je anyawu kunsun na hwani hukuma FCT na Abuja ba ya hwani lo ba ye anako kan lo mba na hedo na hwani bodo na anako kan hwe jina ba hwe aku ye hukuma aku sasaji akuko dada agwo anako kan hwe to lo ahwanu zokon ahwani hwetolo agwo zoko na gaba na baba kamba na kochon hwebe ya na bwado na ba ya mwaiki agwo na hwani hwesase na je lafiya FCT na Abuja bade ko kwakun ege FCT minister Malam Muhammad Musa Bello.
bandaɓe waynaɓe fulɓe ɗum nangi noto en noddago ministajo lamorde lesdi ndi Mouhamadou Moussa Bello dow waynaɓe fulɓe nattito durduɗe ɓe nokkana to lamorde lesdi ndi nde Abuja hakkude mabɓe remoɓe mi heɓa jonde jaam e ɗawta risku takanas to ɓe keeɓi ɓe joɗake ndebi guere nattuki nde ladde wallira kadi gomnati heɓa waɗanaɓe ko handi annaɓe to jaamo mabɓe e nanta dabbaji mabɓe bandaɓe to en jaaɓu tawe en kaɓa hakkude meɗen remoɓe nde fina Allah fo leñol lesdi ndi en giɗi gaynako en giɗi demowo gin jonde jaam e jahargal yeeso risku mayri bandaɓe waynaɓe jaaɓe joɗo en to darduɗe ɗe e lamorde lesdi ndi Abuja nokkani e gam jahargal yeeso hakkunde meɗen e remoɓe to koɓe fu jaɓa nangire aybe ɗe handaki en fu meɗen en kawtu koɓe gam rastinki resku lamorde lesdi ndi Abuja lilal ɗon ngal ardungal lamorde lesdi ndi Abuja lildani en.
It's about that time.
This is Human Rights Radio 101.1. Redefining broadcasting.
Welcome back to the program Imagine, coming your way live on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. My name is Inyene Ibangan. We've come to the halfway mark on the hour. That's 5:30 to be precise. You're listening to Imagine. The program offers you the opportunity to imagine yourself taking certain decisions that impact positively on the national life as well as the lives of the people. It's a program that allows you to imagine that you are the occupant of an office that actually places certain authority and powers in your hands to take action that will translate into development, into the well-being of the people, and of course, national progress. Now, this evening, the key question I'm asking is, what would you do Yes, imagining yourself that you are the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress and you want to fight for the welfare, increased and improved welfare of the workers in the country. Is it all about embarking on strike action? Is it all about always having face-off with the government? Or there are other different ways to go about it? And so I'm putting it to you this evening. Imagine that you are the NLC president. What would you do? How would you go about doing it differently from what currently obtains? Yes, what is currently obtainable towards securing, guaranteeing better quality welfare for workers in the country. What would you do? Imagine that you are the NLC president. Call us on 081 8999 1011. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the program Imagine.
Thank you. My name is Baba Espes and I'm calling you from Kubwa.
Thank you very much, Baba, who is the acting NLC president. Tell us what you do, Baba.
If I'm the NLC president, what I would have been advocating for is for the government to provide housing for each of the staff. For example, if there should be a law. They should not take any staff or recruit any staff without that staff having his house to stay, either in the form of mortgage or in the form of quarters or anyhow.
Okay.
But the person, the official should have where to stay. That is number one. Number two, they should try to make the education very simple for workers for their children to attend. They should improve on the education.
Yes.
Then thirdly, they should improve on the transportation sector, because I believe and I think the way the NLC is going about increment of salary almost every year, it is not a good thing. They will increase the salary today, but tomorrow you will find out inflation and others, that salary will not do anything.
Go anywhere at all.
If you have a sound housing scheme, a good transportation network, at least your salary, no matter how small it is, what do you normally do with your money if you are
transportation, rent,
and the education of your children? That's all. If that three things are being taken care of for a worker, there is no need for him to be asking of increment of salary. So I believe if I'm the person, this is the three key areas that I will channel my effort and pursue government to do it, no matter how. I will not bother myself on asking the government to increase it. I will not do that. But I will make sure to provide those three things for the workers. And I believe it is a genuine thing if you will do that.
I do believe with you. I do believe with you. Thank you very much there, Baba. Baba is simply talking about a provision of subsidized social services in those key areas such as education, housing, healthcare, functional transportation system, other basic infrastructure. And at the end of the day, the labor bodies will no longer have to clamor for increase in wages, because most of the monies they get in this increase are actually taken by rent, education, healthcare, cost of healthcare, and all of that. So as NLC president, Baba says he's going to function on government's provision of social services. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
May I know who's speaking, please?
You are speaking to Emmanuel from Kuje, Area Council.
Emmanuel from Kuje.
Area Council, no?
All right. Imagine that you are the NLC president. Where would you start?
I will start by, let's say, if I was the president, because decide, for me, I would like to sack all the old workers and reply the new worker, anybody that will reply, make sure that
Emmanuel, Emmanuel,
sir.
It's about the office of the Nigeria Labour Congress, the president of the NLC. I don't think the NLC president has the power to sack any worker. Well, try and call us back, Emmanuel, so you could make your contribution appropriately, though. We're looking at the office of the president of the NLC. That's the Nigeria Labour Congress. Imagine that you are the occupant of that office. Yes, you are the president of the NLC. What would you do differently to actually secure the better quality welfare for workers in the country, different from the current strategy of embarking on strike and always asking for increase in salaries and wages? Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello. All right, try call us back. The number to call is 081 89 99 1011. Call us on 081 89 99 1011 and tell us what you would do differently from what is being done by the current occupant of the office of the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress. Hello, good evening. Hello. Seem to be having problems with the network there. Just keep trying. Don't give up, though. The program is Imagine. It's coming your way live on Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM. Hello? Hello? It's no longer there. Call us on 081 89 99 1011. Hello. Let's hope we're lucky this time. Still pushing our luck. Yes, we might just get lucky with the next caller. That's 081 89 99 1011. That's the number to call and tell us what you would do differently as NLC president. Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Yes, good evening. We're lucky. Yes, who's... Good evening, sir. Who's speaking, please?
My name is Abu. I'm calling you from Gadwa.
Abu, nice to hear from you. So, Abu, imagine now that you are the NLC president.
Congratulations for switching gear. Thank you.
Congratulations, Emmanuel.
Yeah,
thank you.
Congratulations for switching from Wisdom to Human Rights Radio. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead and make your contribution, Emmanuel.
Let me just
Emmanuel, please, your location, could you shift a little bit away from your present location, see, so that the connection could improve? Hello? Hello? Oh, too bad. We lost Emmanuel there. Too bad. Emmanuel, please try and call back. Don't give up just yet, Emmanuel. Try call back so that you can make your contribution. Yes, 081 89 99 1011. That's the number to call and share your thoughts with us as you imagine you are the president of the NLC. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Welcome to the program Imagine.
Okay, yes.
So who am I speaking with?
I'm calling from Useso 6.
The name, please.
Ajibade.
Ajibade. All right, go ahead, Ajibade, and tell us what you would do differently if you are the president of the NLC.
Okay, if I'm the president of the
Nigeria Labour Congress.
Yes, Nigeria Labour Congress. First of all, what I will do is that I will make sure that all the labor laws are properly kept. And I will cancel all the casual workers. Right. Anywhere they are working as casual, whereby they are paying them, I will make sure that I cancel that one. And I will make sure that every organization train their staff at least biannually. I will make it compulsory for them. Then I will make
the welfare of the staff paramount in the government, so that the government will take care of the staff, because the minimum wage is so low. It's so low that they can't take anything home. 18,000 naira for the federal government, and some states are not even able to pay it. So I will make sure that the government has the proper wages for all their staffs, and they keep into it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much there, Ajibade. In his scale of preference or his area of focus, he's talking about increment in wages might just be the last item. He's at the bottom. First of all, he's going to focus on strict implementation of all labor laws in the country. That's what Ajibade said. And then he would ensure that casualization of labor is stopped in the country. Nothing like that. Yes, call us on 0. Okay, hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Could you speak up a little bit, please? We lost that. He lost his voice and the connection went dead. Okay, you're still listening to the program Imagine. This is the program that gives you, the listener, yes, the full reign to imagine yourself that you're occupying a position of authority where you can assert your authority that is endowed in you by virtue of the Constitution to bring about positive changes in the critical areas of our national life. Now, today we're looking at the NLC. If you are the NLC president, what would you do? Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening. So who is on the line,
My name
please?
is Ade.
Ade.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, talk about the NIC progress or what?
We're talking about how to improve workers' welfare in the country. What would you do if you are the NLC president?
True. That is true. You know, example, NIC, they don't take us the staff very well. You understand? And the minimum wage is 18 this thing. It's very poor. Okay, look at me now. For my salary now, my good company where I'm living is 12,000 plus. Just remove 12,000 plus to 20-something thousand. How much you need for me to keep it? So it's better. Let's say NIC will get to find something to do for us. Huh?
No, I'm asking the question. You, Ade. Hello.
Yeah.
If you were to be the president of the NLC, we lost Ade right there. But then, Ade, the question is, if you were to be the NLC president, now currently, most of the fight between the labor movement and the government has always been the push for increase in salaries and wages. And a lot of people are beginning to look that beyond increase in salaries and wages, if labor would channel its energies towards pushing the government to ensure that it puts in place social services in education, healthcare, housing, and transportation, that there will be no need for increase in wages. But you, as the NLC president, what would you do differently? 081, hello? Hello? Oh, keep trying. You're listening to Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM, Abuja, redefining broadcasting. And my name is Inyene. The program is Imagine. Imagine you are the president of the NLC. What would you do differently from current efforts by NLC or labor leaders of the labor movement? What would you do differently to bring about a secure, quality welfare for workers in the country? What innovations, what new ideas, what fresh new ways would you introduce towards ensuring that the welfare of workers in the country is guaranteed? Call us on 081 89 99 1011. The number to call is 081 89 99 1011. and tell us what you would have done or what you would do as NLC president to bring about improved welfare for the Nigerian worker. Hello? Hello? Yes, good evening. This is Human Rights Radio, and you're listening to the program Imagine.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
My name is Joseph. I'm calling for Ligbe CBS.
You said the name is?
Maxwell Joseph.
Okay, Maxwell Joseph.
Yes, sir.
So what would you do, Maxwell, if you are the NLC president?
Sir?
What would you do if you are the NLC president to make life better for Nigeria workers? Turn off your radio set, Maxwell.
Okay, sir. Let me come again and I will perfectly, sir.
Yes, please do.
All right, sir.
Okay, better. Go ahead, Maxwell.
Okay, now I want to understand that the president of football club, was that what we were discussing about?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, you said.
Can you hear me directly?
Have you turned off the volume of your radio set?
Yes, sir. I'm not even using any radio yesterday. It's just my phone that I'm not using.
Okay, I'm getting a feedback. That's why I'm hearing myself talking back to me.
Okay. We're talking of Nigeria
Labour Congress.
Labour Congress. So in the Labour Congress, sir, to me, on my own personal understanding, and then what quite a number of things that I understand and then I observe, they are coming for good. And they are also coming from the next system and coming election for making things to be easy for the masses. And I also praying for them when they are coming, because I'm one of their political friends member on that particular party.
Wait, Maxwell. Are you talking politics now, or you're talking labor?
In the labor, okay. So let me get back to you in the bottom of that, please. Sorry.
Okay. Maxwell, I'm going to let you go for now. I'm going to let you go. So keep listening to the program and then try call back so you could contribute to the topic of discussion. Thank you very much, Maxwell. You're still listening to the program Imagine. And Imagine is coming your way on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM every Mondays and Fridays, 5 p.m. And so this evening we're looking at what you would do differently from the current leadership of a labor movement to see that workers' welfare is guaranteed. Is it all about clamoring for salaries and wages increase? Is it all about going on strikes when these don't come forth? Or there are other ways, other alternatives, other options? So imagine that you are the NLC president. What would you do? Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir. Who am I speaking with?
Good evening.
Yes.
My name is Ferdinand.
Okay, Ferdinand.
Yes, I'm calling from Madala.
Thank you, Ferdinand. So imagine that you are the NLC president. What are you going to do to make workers' welfare better?
Yes, if I happen to be NLC president, I will focus on two issues.
Yes.
One is on housing.
Okay.
So I will make sure that we bring the housing cost under control, or to be rented.
All right.
Then secondly, I will pay attention on restoration of the value of Naira. I will mobilize
workers.
forces.
Okay.
Yes. To enforce government to restore the value of Naira.
All right.
The current government.
Okay.
So assuming the Naira is restored, for example, on the value this current government met it by the year 2015, I think the current salary will make an impact on the life of the workers. And you know the non-working class equally will benefit.
That's true.
Because when you are fighting for the working class and you forget about the non-working class, remember the non-working class, they depend on this working class to make their living.
Dependence.
You see, so if the value of Naira is restored, it will affect all lives in the country. I think these two issues is what I will focus.
Thank you very much, Ferdinand.
Thank you very much.
Have a pleasant evening. God bless you too, Ferdinand. All right, we just heard it there from Ferdinand, and he's emphasizing the need for workers, that's the NLC, to mobilize its workers and see how it could get government to restore the value of the Naira. Saying that with the restoration of the value of the Naira, then whatever take-home package the worker comes the way of the worker will be able to have value in the marketplace. And then, of course, strengthen those critical social services as well. It's coming up to 8 minutes before 6 p.m. And on top of the hour, we will be joining our News and Current Affairs unit for the news at 6. Okay, so we take just one last caller and see how we can wrap it up on the show today. The program is Imagine, and we're looking at you being the NLC president. What would you do differently to transform the lives of our workers? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, could
My
you...
name is Ade. I'm the one calling you that time. So,
Okay, Ade.
yeah.
All right.
So, you're talking about President for NIC.
Yes, Nigeria Labour Congress.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you, Ade.
So, you're talking about what of majority and military of
Nigeria Labour Congress, yes.
Nigeria
What would you
Labour
do to make workers' life better?
Yes. Then, if I'm the president of NIC, I will make my staff to happy, then to receive the salary again, to making okay, I'll do something better, and then to rent the house. You know, most of the government, for me, when they will do something for house, you know how to do it, then they remove the money. So it's better let the government transfer for us, for government. So we'll pray God can help us for this country.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ade, for your contribution. And Ade is also the last caller on the program today. This is about the size of the program for today. We hope that all of the contributions, all of those innovative line of thoughts and thinking and ideas are noted by the powers that be. I'd like to say very many thanks to those who called in to actually lend their voice to this conversation. Ferdinand, Justin, Abubakar, Philip, Baba, Emmanuel, Ajibade, Ade, Maxwell, and to many others who couldn't get connections to reach across to the program today. Many, many thanks to all of you, and thanks to everyone who helped bring this program on board today. My name is Inyene Ibanga. Until Friday, when we return with another edition of the program, this is saying thanks for staying with us.